Explore, adapt, and survive inside of Undawn, an open-world survival RPG game which is developed by Lightspeed Studios. What you're doing inside of this game is embarking on an adventure with other people, tons of other players, 4 years after a worldwide disaster where hordes of infected are roaming the world. Undawn, it combines both PvP and PvE modes as players fend off dual threats. They have to fend off the infected and other humans as they fight to survive in this apocalyptic world. But I want to take a second and thank Undawn for sponsoring today's video. And if you use my links and my codes in the description of this video, which is code ECHO, of course, you will be able to, via the in-game event window, get yourself a unique summer ice cream cosmetic headpiece. So my plan here today for you guys is to give you the entire story of Undawn, break down what the game is all about, and tell you how you can get involved. So why don't we start right there? Let me tell you how you can get involved and be part of Undawn. Now, from April 6th through April 15th, a closed beta for test servers is going to begin for Undawn. On April 10th, account creation is going to end, but people that have already started their accounts can continue to play. And on April 15th at 7 p.m. Pacific time, the closed beta test servers will close. Again, check the description for my link so you can participate. Undawn is set in a post-apocalyptic world where a worldwide disaster has left the planet in ruins. The survivors must fend for themselves against the dangers of the environment, including hordes of infected creatures that roam the land. The game is designed to be an open-world survival RPG, which means that players have the freedom to explore the world at their own pace, create their own equipment, and build their own shelters. They must scavenge for resources, hunt for food, gather for materials to create weapons and other survival tools. Undawn also features both PvP and PvE modes. In PvE, players have to work together to fend off the infected and the dangerous creatures in the world. And in PvP, players can engage in battles with each other, forming alliances or competing against each other for resources and for territory. As players progress through the game, they'll unlock new abilities and skills such as improved crafting and combat abilities. They can also complete quests and missions to earn rewards, which can help them survive in the harsh world that we all know as Undawn. One of the unique features of Undawn is the ability to build and create customized shelters. Players can construct their own bases, fortify them with defenses, and even recruit other survivors to help defend their homes. This adds a layer of strategy to the game as players must balance their resources between crafting, weapons, and gear, and building and maintaining their shelters. Overall, Undawn offers a compelling mix of survival, RPG, and multiplayer gameplay that's sure to appeal to tons of fans of post-apocalyptic and open-world games. With its immersive world and engaging gameplay mechanics, Undawn is a game that players can sink hours into exploring and surviving inside of this scary, unforgiving world. Now remember guys, you could play Undawn now on Android. Again, my link and my URLs, they're gonna all be in the description of this video so that you can get yourself participating. Now Undawn is also free to play, which I know so many mobile gamers love. It's available right now via this test phase on Android, but this summer with global release, it's going to be available on both Android and on iOS. And remember, you could use my code ECHO to enhance your game. And to do this, you're going to click on the perks icon in the top right of your screen and then click on the creator code section. And then of course, you're going to put in code ECHO. As I mentioned earlier in the video, this is going to get you that summer ice cream cosmetic headpiece. Undawn has a robust character customization system, including the ability to upload your own picture. This is really nice because a lot of gamers really do enjoy that customization, being able to make their character look a lot like them with those types of similarities and those likenesses, and being able to use your own picture that takes that to the next level. You're essentially going to become your own endurance expert, protect your home, allies, and whatever's left of humanity against the overwhelming odds that you're going to encounter. The seamless open world of Undawn is filled with realistic details made by Unreal Engine 4. I have always been a huge fan of Unreal Engine, whether on PC, mobile, or wherever being used, so I'm really excited to see that part of Undawn. In the world, players are going to have to brave things that we are used to, such as rain, heat, snow, storms, and track their characters' survival indicators such as hunger, body type, vigor, health, hydration, and even their mood. This is something that we don't see in many types of games, especially on mobile, so I love seeing it here. Changes in the environment will affect these survival indicators in real time, so you can customize your character's appearance and outfits, interact with other players, and trade weapons and resources, and fight to protect those resources, because as you know, in a post-apocalyptic world, everyone wants what you have. Now, we talked about this post-apocalyptic world, and what we need to understand here is that this is a massive world. You're going to explore the huge, seamless map filled with distinct terrain such as plains, mines, deserts, swamps, and abandoned cities, each with diverse ecosystems that are filled with animals, plants, and weather systems that we know from the real world. Things, like I said, we're used to, but now we have to survive through them. While exploring the remains of society, you could discover game modes through interactive environment items, embattled strongholds, and dynamic weekly events and side quests. You need to bravely explore the continent, learn to craft different tools, master different weapons, build shelter, search for survival buddies, and do everything that you can do to stay alive. The infected can appear anytime as you're exploring and are a huge threat to your continued existence. Remember, it's the infected, and it's real people too. There's so much going inside of this game, so many things to do, so many things to learn, that this is an experience that could literally be like a second life. You're going to want to rebuild a new home and a new civilization with the wisdom of humanity. Build your base of operations to your specifications and survive on your own with your friends inside of a massive 1-acre manor. This robust free building system allows for more than 1,000 types of styles of furniture, structures, as well as ways to grow the settlement over time. You're gonna have to search for other outposts to form alliances and fight back against the infected together to keep your home safe. I mean, if you're spending all this time for your custom couches, the last thing you want are for the infected to come ruin them. You could set yourself up for success as a member of the storied Raven Squad. The Raven is traditionally a symbol of death and bad omens, but it can also stand for prophecy and insight. Your squad lives between these two meanings each day and every night. And in the new world, 4 years after the disaster, survivors have split into different factions with each of their own rules of survival. You're going to want to face off against members of the Clowns, Eagles, Night Owls, and Reveres for territory and to get through the darkest nights for the next surprise. As I mentioned earlier, there is so much depth inside of this game, so many game modes, so much construction and building and crafting to do, so much to learn that you could spend endless hours inside of the game. This is not one of those quick mobile games that you play for 2 minutes and you put it down while you're in the bathroom. This is something that you can spend tons of time and you will be addicted to playing because you're going to further want to progress your account and because you're absolutely in love with the gameplay. I've played a whole bunch of this game myself, and I really do think it is something special, and I think it's a lot of fun with a lot of opportunities for customization and just for creativity and battles, of course, inside of the game. Now remember guys, you really can't lose. If you use the link in the description, you can get into the beta for free. You could test it out, fall in love with the game over the few days that you have it, and then when it drops in the summer, you'll be ready to go. You'll understand what the game is all about, you'll dive on in, and you could be one of the best and strongest survivors in Undawn. Are you guys gonna join me in Undawn? I suggest that you do using my link and my creator code ECHO in the description of this video. Now you guys go have a good day.